Hey, you guys, and welcome to American Culture. So, I always used to joke around and talk about how you need therapy and Jesus whenever people would just say stuff that was off. But I'm coming to realize now that I've had both, yeah, you really do. And let me explain. The thing is, God is always talking about how whenever you get married to Christ, you have to leave your old ways behind. Even when you get physically married to somebody else, leave the ways of your parents behind. Even if they raised you well and they were good human beings and they trained you up, you just cannot take them with you. There's something about you needing to be your 100% authentic self before you go into the next chapter of life that's just necessary. And what I've come to realize is that so many of us, myself included, until I started on this healing journey, did not recognize just how much of our childhood and adolescence we take with us into adulthood and just start reliving that all over again. I'm going to give you an example. I have a friend of mine who, if I send them a text message, it takes them forever to respond, if they respond at all. Now, the thing is, the older version of me would have been like, oh my gosh, they don't like you. And so many people live in that. You think that if somebody doesn't respond to you, they don't send you a message back, it must be you, they don't like you. And this is the reason why a lot of families and friends and things like that, people who should get along, don't. Because we stay in that they just don't like me phase. When I started to heal, I would extend grace. I would say, oh, they're busy. They've got this going on and that going on. I just kind of recognized that it wasn't about me, that it was about them. But now that I'm healed, I can honestly say it's because you don't know how to be enthused about anything. And just the same way that acceptance and tolerance is the basis of love, enthusiasm is the basis of joy, i.e., I can enjoy this. And what happens is in childhood, we're not really encouraged to do much. We're not really encouraged to share what we like. And so we don't know how it feels to feel good about something and have that encouraged. So I should feel good about this. Let me do more of it. And so when I send somebody a text message, I'm like, hey, how you doing? This and that. That should be encouraging. That at that point, you know that I'm thinking about you. I want you in my life. I care about you, the whole 9 yards. That should bring joy. And the fact that that doesn't bring joy, therefore you don't respond to it like it's joy, tells me that going way, 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 way back, you lack encouragement, which has definitely lessened your ability to be enthused, which has got your life view of how you can enjoy completely skewed. I have another person in my life. Ever so often, again, a healed version of me has recognized they don't really get to eat a lot of home cooked stuff like that. You know, they don't have the parents, they don't have the significant other and so forth. So I do. However, I had to let them know, I'm going to stop. If every single time I do this, you want to give me this list and that rule and this and how I can't and the whole 9 yards. That's not what this is about. Another thing that we had, which was my problem, you guys, I told you this the other day when I let you know, my mom she didn't hug me. And so that led to me feeling very rejected in life. We grow up looking for the problems, looking for the things that we can reject. And again, that cancels out our ability to truly enjoy what's going on here. I got to the point to where I realized that you don't actually enjoy me cooking for you or sharing love with you in that capacity. What you're saying thanks to is great to that you finally found something that you didn't have to reject. So you're not saying thank you. I really enjoy you opening up your house to me, cooking for me, sharing that familial type of love with me. I'm enjoying that. You're just saying thanks for not having to complain in this moment. And so again, you guys, we tend to hold on to a lot of life things from childhood and relive them out in adulthood, but we call it normal and we don't realize that. Your parents did not give you a life that you truly enjoyed. They didn't. Some of them, like I know my own mother, she did not enjoy raising me. And I'm not ashamed or any of that for saying that. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything. She didn't inspire me. She didn't breathe life into me. And a lot of our parents just didn't do that. And so you have to stop yourself and say, am I doing that to myself now? I go back to a few weeks ago when God was really telling me, Alicia, you got to learn to forgive yourself, which means I had to stop living like I resented me, like I didn't want to take me here, or I didn't want to do this for me. I kept saying no to so many things that I needed and God, when God was saying yes. And so, yeah, when we take those childhood things into adulthood, we end up recreating the same dynamic for ourselves and the people around us. So yeah, you guys, it used to be like a little bit of a joke when I would tell people you need therapy and Jesus, but the truth of the matter is you do. You're not going to really be able to undo that and see who you are, because therapy helps you undo your childhood and Jesus helps you see who you are right now. You are loving, you are patient, you are kind, you are creative, you are amazing, you are inspiring, you are so many things. And it's the undoing of that and the seeing of who you are that will create the life that you want to live. Have a blessed day, you guys.